Hi everyone. Today I have a very cool DIY for you. This is going to be these frames for your beauty room, or just if you're a girly girl and you want to frame it at your vanity or in your room, check it out. So I just have these acrylic cases. These hold my lipsticks and just a few palettes that I have. I do not have a lot of makeup at all. This isn't a lot to me, but I have more of a simplistic mind frame. So I just have 4 of these acrylic cases and my makeup's in there. I do have 3 sets of brushes, I want to say, and I've done a whole post on them before, and I will link it down below. These down there are jewelry boxes, and then I have my fragrances on top of this. And this is some more makeup that I have as well. This is more for the eyes. And then down here I have necklaces. So I honestly don't think that I have a lot of makeup. But I wanted to do some pretty frames. So this is what you're going to need: a glue gun and a glue stick. I honestly didn't need the second glue stick, but just in case you do, I used 4 of these scrapbook paper, and I ended up only using 2, but I just bought 4 just in case. I needed 4 borders, and this is all the specifications. I got most of the stuff at Michael's. And then I needed 4 of these kind of frames, but the ones that have like, I'll link everything down below. And then I just got 2 cardstock papers. I got 1 set of these dollar rollers, hair rollers. I got 3 lashes, but I only ended up using 2. I have a very wide assortment of colorful lipsticks. And then I have some brushes that I started off my beauty adventure with these brushes, so I wanted to kind of use these because they're a little bit more special to me. They're the first brushes I ever bought. You'll need a metallic marker, or you could use a permanent marker, and then of course you'll need scissors and tape, which I don't show, but you'll need tape. First off, you'll need to cut these square papers into rectangles. So I just used the border of the frame to kind of show me, to make it even. So I just cut that down. And I needed something that was going to be 14 inches, at least 14 inches long. These were 12 by 12, but the border covers half of it. You'll know what I mean in a little bit. So but it was just too wide for the frame, so I needed it to be 11 inches wide or long. Alright, so these are shadow boxes, and I just took out the backs of these. I got these on sale at Michael's, and there we go. That's how I opened it. Now I taped this onto the back of that frame or the shadow box, and then this is what the frame will look like over it. So like I said, it doesn't need to be 4 inch or 14 inches long, just because of the border will cover it. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is my brushes. And like I said, these brushes mean a lot to me. If you started off with MAC brushes, or if your first brushes were even e.l.f. brushes, I think it would be cool to kind of put those up because it'll be like a symbol of where you started. So I kind of was just playing with how I wanted these brushes. Remember, I did want to put a saying with these. You don't have to put a saying like I did. You can just put the brushes and that's it. But I wanted it to say something, so that's why I decided for it to say brush it off. And these are just kind of everyday sayings that I'll look at and remind me just of what to do. So I ended up not having enough room for all of the brushes, so I took 2 out. And yeah, also you want to make sure that you clean your brushes beforehand. You don't want to put dirty brushes up there. But these are the 2 that I took out. And then you're just going to hot glue the brushes. Make sure that the side where the brand is shows. So glue the other side. And the part where the metal ferrule is gets really hot really quickly. So you want to work quick on that part, and don't put any hot glue on the bristles part, just on the wooden handle and just a slight bit on the steel or metal ferrule because it gets really hot really quick. As you can see, I'm trying not to touch it. Using the polka dots under really helped to guide me. I was able to know right above the polka dots is where I wanted to place it. So that really actually helped me. So I recommend getting a printed kind of background. And then just put each of them on there. I use the polka dots again to help me know how far to separate these. If you don't have a printed background, get some, uh, you can pencil where you want to put the brushes on. So yeah, this part was pretty easy to me. And then I'm going to go ahead and apply Scotch tape to hold the background onto that cardboard backing. If you're going to reuse your frames, I wouldn't do that, but I wasn't going to. Here is where I wrote brush it off in a metallic gold marker. That is, you can use black. I think black would have stood out a little bit more, but I wanted to use gold markings with all of them. But I just wrote brush it off in cursive. I wish I knew how to write in calligraphy because that would be so much better, but this is how it looks. And then I'm just going to put it in the frame. And with this, you do need a shadow box frame, so one that's got some diameter so that the brush won't be kind of stuck, it won't lie too flat. But this is what it looks like. Sorry about the shadow. The next one I have is going to be, oh, and you want to do the same thing, just prepare the paper. But this next one I'm going to use the rollers. So I wanted to, these hardly are seen anymore, but I kind of liked it because I did used to use these a lot. Not these thinner ones, but the wider ones a lot. So I kind of wanted to place this just everywhere. And then I was like, no, I'm just going to put them in these line. And then that kind of fell apart because they wouldn't fit with the border. So you really just want to play around with it and make sure that you put your border on so that you can see how it's actually gonna fit. So this is where I decided to just do 3 on top and 3 on bottom and kind of lines, just to go with the lines of the brushes, kind of like in stripes. And then again, I use the polka dots to help me know where to put these. And these, I didn't have any trouble with the hot glue gun. It was pretty easy. It didn't melt or anything like that. I was actually afraid that it was going to, but it didn't. And the saying that I decided to go with this one was just roll with it, or roll with it. Yeah, I think just roll with it. And I thought that saying would be very helpful for me to look at every day. I used the pencil to know how far apart I needed to do it. It was sort of like my guide to line it up with the top rollers. And it's pretty simple, just line them up as straight as you can to the top. And again, the polka dots will really help guide you. So this is what it will look like, and then you just want to write your saying. I decided to write roll with it because of course those are hair rollers, and it's just sort of like a good carefree saying. So I decided to make it really bold. You can also use black if you want to, and then just tape on the frame and then put it in the shadow box, and then you're done with that one. And that's how that one's gonna look. Okay, so for the next one, I'm going to use that cardstock paper, and I'm gonna write in the center, "Lips don't lie." Again, just to remind myself with the cute little saying. Now I didn't really put this right in the middle, so yeah, try to get yours more in the middle when you do yours. And then just take a whole bunch of different lipsticks and kiss it, and that's that. After that, you just want to frame it and put it in the shadow box just like the others. Okay, and the last one, I'm going to use another cardstock, and this one is actually going to be for the lashes. I ended up only using 2 lashes because I had a little bit of glue gun issues. They're very hard to glue on with the glue gun because as soon as you apply that glue to it, it will kind of fold and bend, and it just really messed up for me. So just be careful with the lashes. And then with this one, I decided to write "Don't bat a lash." Again, these are just cute little sayings that I want to remind myself with every day. So here you can see I'm just using a very minimal amount, but it was really hard because it's just so delicate and thin, the lashes, so it was very hard to keep it still. And the lashes I chose were very bright, like thick lashes. I was really looking for those Halloween ones, but I couldn't find any because it's not that season yet. But yeah, this is what it'll look like. And then you want to go ahead and mat it and frame it just like before. That's what it's going to look like. And you can see the top ones, they're a little sparse because the glue like moved the lashes over. So just be careful with that one. But anyway, that's it. It was very easy to do, all four of them, and it was a lot of fun to do too. It was cute, and it reminded me of cute little sayings that I want to remember. So hopefully you'll like it. Let me know what you guys think in the comments area below. I'd love to hear your feedback, and if you try any of these, let me know as well, because I think that anybody can do these. So if you want to see more DIYs from me, let me know. Until then, talk to you soon.